The wind sweeps across the fields of Heartland, carrying memories of laughter, love, and loss. Every corner of this ranch holds a story, a secret, a moment that shaped the lives of those who call it home. But now, everything feels different. Shadows linger where light once shined, the air is heavy with questions, and the future of Heartland is uncertain. Nothing will be the same again. The camera glides over the empty Heartland stables, bathed in the soft glow of dawn. The air is quiet only. The sound of wind brushing against the tall grass can be heard. The barn doors creak slightly as the first rays of sunlight touch the wooden beams. Horses in the distance lift their heads, sensing the calm before a storm. The ranch feels alive but different, as if it remembers the years of joy and struggle it has witnessed. Amy's barn stands tall with shadows stretching across the ground. The wide fields beyond the stables are painted with morning light, but the stillness makes them feel mysterious. A close-up shows a saddle left on a fence, weathered and forgotten, hinting at journeys that have ended and others that are about to begin. The camera moves slowly to the main house, where the windows reflect the sunrise, revealing the warmth inside, even as uncertainty hangs in the air. The trees lining the driveway sway gently, their branches whispering secrets from the past. The soft sound of a horse neigh somewhere far away, echoing through the empty fields, pulling at the heart. Text fades in over the image, declaring that every story has a beginning and an end, reminding viewers of the long journey Heartland has shared with its fans. The music is soft, a piano playing a melancholic melody, blending with the sounds of nature. The wind picks up slightly, rustling leaves in the grass, giving a sense that change is coming. The camera shifts to a shot of the riding trails where footprints mark the paths of countless horses. Trails stretch into the horizon, suggesting both memories behind and challenges ahead. A faint mist rises from the ground, adding a layer of mystery and emotion. Viewers feel a deep sense of nostalgia, remembering the many moments of love, friendship, and heartbreak that have happened in these very places. The montage continues with wide shots of Heartland from different angles, showing the scale and beauty of the ranch. The sunrise brightens slowly, signaling a new day, but also hinting at the unknown that awaits. Soft shadows play across the fences, fields, and barns, creating a sense of depth and history. Every frame is filled with quiet emotion, drawing the audience into the world of Heartland without showing faces. The gentle piano melody grows slightly, adding tension to the calm scene, leaving the viewers with a feeling that this season will bring significant change. The final shot in this section shows a horse standing alone in the middle of a field, looking into the distance as if aware of the challenges to come. The camera lingers for a moment before fading into the next scene, leaving the audience with a mixture of peace and anticipation. Tension hangs over Heartland like a storm waiting to break. The camera moves through the barn, lingering on a half-open stall where a horse paws the ground nervously, the sound echoing through the empty space. Shadows stretch across the wooden walls, hinting at unseen struggles and quiet fears. Outside, a sudden gust shakes the trees, and the fences creak as if warning of trouble. The riding trails are littered with footprints from hurried steps, horses and humans alike moving with purpose and worry. Quick flashes show the Heartland family caught in moments of unease, their hands trembling slightly, their bodies tense, but their faces are hidden from view. Amy walks along the paddock, her hands brushing over the fence rails, pausing as if sensing something wrong. Ty stands in the distance, arms crossed, looking toward the horizon where dark clouds gather, a silhouette against the fading light. Horses rear and stamp in response to the sudden chill in the air, creating a rhythm of panic and urgency. Camera cuts to a forgotten tack lying on the ground, leather straps twisted, symbolizing that something once stable is now fragile. The wind carries a low, almost whispering sound, as if the ranch itself is speaking, warning of secrets that may be revealed. Quick flashes of past injuries and tense arguments replay in the mind like shadows. And for a moment, the stillness feels heavier than ever. A distant phone rings, unanswered, its tone piercing the quiet, reminding that communication has failed and tensions have grown. Text overlays appear on the screen with messages of secrets, choices, and consequences, hinting at conflicts that will shape the season. The camera pans across the open fields, where a horse slows its pace, turning back toward the barn as if sensing danger behind it. Music grows slightly darker, the soft piano joined by low strings that pull at the heart while adding suspense. The horizon darkens as clouds roll in, and the light shifts in a way that makes familiar spaces feel unfamiliar. Every element, from the rustling leaves to the distant calls of the animals, conveys unease, suggesting that Heartland faces challenges that are not only physical, but deeply personal. The montage ends with a shot of a lone figure standing at the edge of the field, shoulders tense, looking out at the approaching storm. The tension lingers as the screen fades, leaving the audience on edge, waiting to discover what secrets and conflicts will unfold in this final season. The ranch is quiet now, but the air is heavy with unspoken feelings. The camera drifts slowly through the paddocks, capturing horses moving gracefully, their hooves soft against the earth, reflecting the calm moments before tension returns. Amy's hands rest on a weathered fence, the texture rough under her fingertips, and she pauses, as if holding back memories that weigh her heart. A wind brushes through the tall grass, carrying whispers of laughter and tears from seasons past. Shadows of the family linger across barn walls, fleeting but powerful, suggesting the presence of love, even in moments of uncertainty. Ty appears in the distance, leaning against a gate, his posture quiet but strong. The silhouette of his figure suggesting protection and unwavering support without needing a word. Horses trot freely across open fields, their movements echoing joy, freedom, and trust, reminding viewers of the deep bond between humans and animals at Heartland. The camera focuses on small gestures, a hand brushing a horse's mane, a saddle carefully set in place, footprints leading to a barn-to-reach frame, telling a story of care, patience, and enduring connection.
A soft light filters through the
trees, highlighting glimpses of the ranch's history and textures and shapes, the faded wood of the fences, the bending branches, the calm waters of the pond reflecting a golden sky. Text overlays appear gently, conveying messages of love, hope, and family bonds, emphasizing that the heart of Heartland lies not just in the land, but in the people who have devoted their lives to it. Music rises subtly, a delicate blend of piano and strings that mirrors the emotional heartbeat of the ranch, swelling in rhythm with the slow movements of the animals and the sway of the grass. Quick cuts show fleeting, faceless interactions, a gentle touch on a horse's flank, hands clasped on a fence, a small silhouette walking through the fields, moments that speak louder than words. The camera lingers on a single horse standing, alone atop a hill, the sun behind it creating a halo of light, symbolizing hope, resilience, and the quiet strength that carries the family through every hardship. Every shot is designed to pull the viewer into the emotions of the moment, evoking nostalgia for the past and a deep connection to the characters without showing their faces. The montage slows, the music softens, the air feels full of reflection and longing, leaving the audience with a sense of warmth, love, and the bittersweet beauty of a season nearing its end. The sky darkens over Heartland, clouds rolling in, fast, as if racing against time. Sudden gust sweeps across the fields, rattling fence posts and bending the tall grass, carrying the scent of rain and change. The camera glides low across the ground, catching the subtle tremble of a horse's hoof, the anxious shift of weight in a paddock, a distant whinny that echoes like a warning. Shadows stretch unnaturally across the barns, turning familiar places into spaces that feel uncertain, almost dangerous. The camera cuts to a trail where footprints scatter in hurried, chaotic directions, suggesting that something urgent has unsettled the calm. Hands grip gate rails tightly, fingers pressing into wood as if holding on to control while the world shifts around them. Silhouettes of figures stand at the edges of fields, shoulders tense, posture rigid, looking toward the horizon where lightning flashes faintly behind clouds, hinting at conflict yet unseen. The wind picks up, carrying the faint sound of a phone ringing and being dropped. Papers fluttering across the barn floor, a forgotten hat tumbling through the air. Quick, faceless glimpses of struggle appear, a hand reaching out to steady a horse, a shadowed figure running down a trail, a door slamming somewhere in the distance. The music pulses with low strings and distant drums, a rhythm like a heartbeat accelerating, blending suspense with fear of the unknown. Fences sway, gates rattle, and horses react to the tension, ears pricked and muscles taut, reflecting the unrest that surrounds the ranch. Text overlays appear on the screen, cryptic and urgent, hinting at secrets, danger, and choices that could change everything. A lone horse pauses at the crest of a hill, wind tugging at its mane, as if sensing something the audience cannot yet see, its silhouette sharp against the darkening sky. Rain begins to fall lightly, each drop catching light and shadow, adding texture to the scene and a feeling that events are shifting faster than anyone can control. The camera pans across the empty riding trails, trees bending under the wind, barns looming with silent intensity, the horizon heavy with storm clouds and mystery. Every shot is designed to unsettle and intrigue, drawing viewers closer to the tension while keeping the characters faceless yet emotionally present. The music rises to a faint crescendo, echoing the storm, the uncertainty, and the anticipation of moments that will test the family and the ranch to its limits. The section ends with a lingering shot of the storm clouds rolling above Heartland, lightning just touching the distant hills, leaving the audience with a pulse of suspense and an urgent need to see what happens next. The sun hangs low over Heartland, bathing the fields in golden light that makes every fence, tree, and blade of grass glow like it holds a memory. The camera drifts slowly through the paddocks, capturing subtle movements, a horse shifting its weight, gate swinging gently in the breeze, footprints frozen in mud from days gone by. Each shot tells a story of seasons past, of laughter and tears that have shaped the ranch and the people who live there. A worn saddle rests against a post, its leather softened and creased, whispering of rides taken long ago, races won, and lessons learned. Shadows stretch across the barns, creating shapes that seem almost human, carrying the weight of moments that cannot be forgotten. The camera glides along the trails where young riders once laughed and ran, their echoes felt in the sway of the trees and the shimmer of light on the pond. Text overlays appear, gentle and reflective, speaking of love, sacrifice, and the bonds that endure across time, reminding viewers that Heartland is more than a place. It is a heart, a memory, a family. The wind brushes through the fields, carrying, and the subtle sound of hooves against soft earth, connecting the past with the present. Quick flashes show faceless glimpses of key moments from previous seasons, a hand brushing a horse's mane, a rider pausing to look over a fence, a gate closing with finality, all reinforcing the journey the audience has shared with these characters. Music swells gently, soft piano joined by strings, evoking warmth, nostalgia, and quiet longing, building a contrast to the tension that preceded it.
Ow.
The camera moves slowly across a hill where the sun sets behind a lone horse standing, still its silhouette reflecting strength, resilience, and hope. Every frame is infused with emotion, drawing viewers back to what they have loved about Heartland for years while preparing them for the changes ahead. The scene lingers on the open fields, empty yet full of memories, before shifting focus to the barn doors where the shadows of horses move softly inside, suggesting that life, care, and love continue even when the past feels heavy. The lighting shifts subtly, warm tones fading into the soft blues of twilight, blending nostalgia with anticipation, leaving viewers feeling both comforted and reflective. The section closes with a wide shot of Heartland from above, the ranch, bathed in soft fading light, peaceful yet aware of the storm clouds gathering on the horizon, reminding the audience that while memories endure, the future holds new challenges and unknown paths. The sky over Heartland burns with the colors of a dramatic sunset, streaks of fiery orange and deep purple reflecting off the fields and barns. The camera sweeps across the ranch from above, capturing every corner in cinematic grandeur, the winding trails, the paddocks where horses roam, the stillness of the barns that have seen decades of joy, sorrow, and unspoken secrets. Lone horse, runs across an open field, mane flying hooves pounding against the earth, carrying the energy of freedom and strength. The camera shifts to a slow pan across familiar landmarks, the gate Amy always leans on, the fence posts where memories linger, the pond that has mirrored countless sunsets, reminding viewers that these places hold the heart and soul of the ranch. Shadows stretch long as the sun dips lower, adding tension, mystery, and beauty all at once. Text fades in on the screen with bold cinematic lettering announcing Heartland Season 20. But the words at the end stand larger, commanding attention and stirring emotion. The music swells into a full orchestral sound, strings soaring with piano notes cutting through, a perfect balance of hope and finality. The camera lingers on the silhouette of a figure standing atop a hill, hands resting on a fence, watching the sun disappear behind the horizon. It is faceless, but full of emotion, suggesting reflection, strength, and quiet resolve. Horses in the distance pause mid-run, ears pricked, as if sensing the significance of this moment before continuing toward the fading light. Quick cuts interweave, the storm clouds from earlier with this serene sunset, blending tension and closure into one powerful visual. Text appears again, smaller and subtler, reading coming soon or the release date, giving the audience anticipation without breaking the emotional flow. The light fades gradually, leaving the horizon glowing softly. A final visual sigh that mirrors the mixture of hope, nostalgia, and uncertainty that defines this final chapter. Music tapers but leaves a lingering echo, a heartbeat that resonates with the audience long after the screen fades. Every frame in this section is designed to feel epic yet intimate, reminding viewers that Heartland has been a journey of love, family, and resilience, and that this final season promises to honor that legacy while delivering moments they will never forget. The screen fades to a quiet, almost empty Heartland, the fields stretching into the distance under the soft glow of twilight. The wind whispers through the tall grass, carrying memories of laughter, love, and moments that shaped the ranch for decades. A lone horse grazes slowly, its silhouette calm yet filled with strength, symbolizing the enduring spirit of Heartland. The camera glides past familiar landmarks, the barn doors, the riding trails, the fence posts, each holding echoes of past seasons, reminding viewers of the journey they have shared with Amy, Ty, and the family. A gentle light lingers on the horizon, soft and warm, promising hope even as the story reaches its final chapter. Text appears on the screen with quiet authority, reading "Witness the final chapter" or "The heart of Heartland beats one last time," urging viewers to experience the season. The music is soft but emotional, a delicate blend of piano and strings that fades slowly, leaving a lingering feeling of reflection and anticipation. A subtle sound of hooves in the distance echoes briefly, as if the ranch itself is saying goodbye, yet ready for what is to come. The camera lingers on a silhouette standing near a fence, shoulders relaxed but eyes facing the horizon. A moment of peace and determination that resonates with the audience. Finally, the screen slowly fades to black, leaving only the words Heartland Season 20, the end in bold cinematic letters, the release date appearing softly beneath it. Silence follows for a beat, allowing the weight of the journey, the love, and the legacy of Heartland to settle in the viewer's heart. The ending is designed to evoke a mix of nostalgia, curiosity, and excitement, making the audience feel the emotional gravity of the final season while ensuring they cannot wait to see it unfold. Every shot, every sound, and every lingering moment works together to leave a lasting impression, a promise that Heartland's story, though ending, will remain in the hearts of its fans forever.